For the third spring in a row, the Halton Region Salmon and Trout Association released several thousand salmon into Lake Ontario at Bronte Harbour Outer Marina. The 15,000 Chinook salmon were hatched by the Ministry of Natural Resources. From there, they were delivered by a tanker truck to Bronte Outer Harbour Marina, where children from the area were invited to bring the fish down to net pens. It's there that these fish will be held for the next several weeks until they're ready to be released into the lake.
The benefit to our net pen rearing program is we are giving these 15,000 kings a head start in life. We are feeding them at an increased growth and protecting them from predation. We're also imprinting them to the biology within the Bronte Creek watershed. And this is all a benefit to the fishery. These fish, in theory, will return to the Bronte Creek watershed upon their maturity in 3 to 4 years, thus providing a shore fishery for anyone who wishes to try to pursue them.
Beyond the obvious ecological benefit of Saturday's event, it also had a very strong educational component to it as well.
Today we had about 160 people come out of all walks of life and ages. A lot of kids from some of the local schools learning about salmon and Lake Ontario and the life cycle, conservation, how salmon integrate into and imprint into Bronte, Oakville. And so it's really good that they understand how that works. I think a lot of people tend to forget that Lake Ontario is right here at our doorstep, and forget to kind of make use of that.
Part of the life cycle of a salmon is the point where the fish reach maturity, and that's when they return to their spawning grounds and begin that life cycle all over again.
So this being our third year, we'll start to see the improvements to the fishery, the results of our efforts through the boat fishery of the Chinook salmon that we put in back in 2015.
Now, if you'd like more information about the Halton Region Salmon and Trout Association, you can find them at hrsalmonandtrout.com. Also, keep in mind that there is another Ontario Family Fishing Week coming up from July 1st through 9th. Reporting for Halton Insider, I'm Pierce Lang.